Hi, everybody. It's Dolores Catania from The Real Housewives of New Jersey, and you're listening to Rundown Media.
Are you a RuPaul's Drag Race fan? Then make sure you are subscribed to the Reality Rundown's official Drag Race podcast, The Tuck. Every week, our hosts recap the latest episodes of Drag Race, from the drama in the workroom to the fashions on the runway. We discuss it all, honey. So make sure to subscribe to our podcast everywhere you listen to your podcast so you don't miss an episode. Get into it, sisters. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of The Tug, your number one most favorite Drag Race recap podcast. My name is Wellington, and I'm here with my amazing co-host, as always. Hi, Kevin.
Hey, how y'all doing?
What's up, baby? It's Edward LFANT. You already know who it is.
Yo, can you let me introduce you?
Oh,
because I know you follow. Because I know you following the notes, and it says you see my spiel on the Google Doc, right?
Let's run it back.
Sanctioned.
Let's start it over.
Sanctioned.
Anyways, like I was saying, hi Edward.
Hi Pooh.
How are you? Now you can talk.
May I? No, I'm good. I'm ready. I'm ready to get into the things, girl. I had a long ass day today.
I know, my girl. I know you're working overtime this week. So how is that going?
Bitch, getting that money. That's all I'm thinking about it. Like every time I'm like, bitch, like call out, don't go. I'm like, yo, no. I need this bread. This is the bread that's gonna be the little layup for the summer. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have the money to spend and shit. Ito, what's good with you guys?
I'm good. I am going to go see Chloe Bailey tomorrow. I don't know when this uploads. I'm probably gonna have already seen her, but I'm gonna go see Chloe Bailey tomorrow. So I'm excited about that. And I'm gonna go see Flo on Wednesday, and I'm excited about that. How you been, Kevin?
I've been good. Just trying to end the semester alive and well and safe and sound. I'm waiting for May to be fucking here so I could just be focused on money and getting fingered by men in boxers. Like those are my two top priorities. That's all I care about.
Come May, summer's near.
Like I could feel my pussy
That's
twitching.
How you know the summer's near.
Like it's all-star summer.
While we would die to just be at a random alley in New York City getting fingered by a random man. Emphasis on random on both stands.
There's an S behind him. Well, actually, it's an I. Men's is this.
Men's is this.
Many men's.
Men's apostrophe. So, oh my God, guys.
What a season.
Season 15 finale episode. First of all, can you believe that season 15 has finally finished?
I can't. I feel like it went by so fast. I feel like we were literally just talking about how shit Amethyst was on the first episode, and now it's already done. I kind of like though how like the season went. I feel like last season fucking dragged. Even season 13, I feel like, bitch, it was almost like 3 years and we didn't even get a top 5 yet. I feel like the fact that the season went and gone, and like I feel like it was needed, because no more fucking stop Shantae, you stay. Like no, like I want my season good and dry and done. And Sasha did that.
You were done.
I know. That was I was actually really surprised that, you know, we didn't get one elimination all week. I'm not all week, but all season. And I remember that Rue said that he promised himself that he was gonna send one girl home every week because he didn't want to keep doing that. So I'm actually glad, because I feel like it definitely made the season go by quicker. And even though we had some great girls that we really loved, I remember, if you listen back to all of the episodes that we had, every time they left, we were like, whatever. Like it's okay that they're gone. Like we loved them so much, but as soon as they were gone, it kind of made sense that they were gone. So
yeah,
it's kind of like the power and love of Drag Race, where it's like you can fall in love with a girl and think that she's gonna make it all the way through, but for some reason, every time they leave, it's always at the right time and like at their time. So
besides Robin,
I feel like the edit was very much competition based this year.
Robin should have went home first.
Versus like building that attachment to them.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean, Edward?
Like I feel that the producers, the way that it was produced was to present more of the challenge that it is, You know what I mean? Like completing the challenges and like boot it. It's not like, oh my god, we feel bad for you. Like you had a little bit of time or you didn't get enough sleep. It was like, bitch, like bring it to the runway, or if not, it's a chop.
Yeah, and I will say that I feel like for the first couple episodes that we didn't have 90-minute episodes, it was very easy to tell who was either gonna be on the chopping block or at the top, because usually
100%.
because since they only had so much allotted time to edit, I feel like they had to edit everything. So if Robin was going home, then we needed to give Robin her moment in the workroom. We needed to give Robin a bunch of confessionals. We needed to give Robin all of this airtime because she's going home. So we have to like somehow make up for it because we haven't given her anything the entire season. So I feel like that was also like another thing that we saw. And as soon as we got into the 90 minutes episode, it kind of got better because, you know, you kind of felt like there was more to play with. You saw more footage. You saw way more things.
Predictable.
Yeah. Do you think that they're going to do this format again next year where the first half of the season it's a certain amount of time and then the second half it's longer? Or do you think that Real Friends of WeHo is officially canceled?
I think that we bullied them enough. The real faggots of Ross Matthews, I don't think it has a season 2 coming up. I feel like we literally bullied them. We even bullied Eve 6000 off of Twitter. Like the power that they gave.
We a lot of people, bitch.
Oh, it was me. I can't stand Eve 6000. Her Twitter.
No, but we won.
Like
for our listeners that have don't know this. If you don't know this, it's because you don't follow her, and kudos to you, honestly. But Eve 6000 is taking a break from social media, and the world is healing.
Sasha, oh wait, let me not spoil. Oops, just kidding.
The world is healing, like literally. Like there's so many things that have happened. This new spring, new equinox. Eve 6000 is off Twitter. Like finally,
I hated her forever.
Nikki, things are aligning. Like so many things are coming to fruition, and I think we manifested Ice Spice, Eve 6000 leaving. I feel like it was manifested through the tuck. I'm glad the power that we have here. We have power.
No, for real. And just to mention, because you
next is Selena.
Next is Selena.
Please.
If you haven't already done so, go make sure that you stream Princess Diana remix with Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj.
And she just dropped the EP.
Extended version. Go make sure. Yep. With that said, okay, guys, let's get into Wet or Regret. And when it comes to the intro looks that these ladies walked into the finale with. So first up, we have Anetra. What do we think about her look? I actually thought that this was such an amazing look. I thought she was giving when she was walking down that runway. There's one thing about Anetra, she knows how to walk up down a runway. And I feel like this look was really, really beautiful. I feel like she was showing her Asian culture through it. And, this is how you represent your culture without having to be so like stereotypical about things, aka we know who you are. So I really love this look. I thought it was a great, strong entry look for a finale. She looked great on the runway. She looked great when she walked in. What do you guys think?
She's cunt. Like she just is all around cunt. And it's even more cunt that she made it. Like she made this shit.
Right.
Like the fact that like she can construct a garment and she could kill a fucking one right and she could fucking perform, like she's full package. And I feel like it showed even in this outfit. I feel like the garment is beautiful. Her makeup is probably my favorite of the season. I love a queen with a signature stamp. Like besides Dusty Ray Bottoms with the dots, I feel like her like slit is it's a wet from me. Anything that she does is a wet. Wet.
I agree. Edward?
I can only tell you this once, you the realest. Ooh. She gets me in the music video look.
Yes. Oh my god. Yes. Just for that, it's a 10.
It's a 10.
It's a wet, baby. It's a wet. Okay, so let's get into Luxe Noir London's look. Okay, first thing first, it was a regret for me off the red carpet. The feathers just
they look dry. They look limp. They look like a limp dick.
They look limp. They look. I'm not gonna say cheap because I feel like Luxe is not a cheap person, but I feel like I will say that they do look a little cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like girl, calm down now. But definitely, I feel like when I saw her on screen, because when they dropped these looks and I saw this, I was like, Luxe, whatever. But honestly, the girls don't be giving it in this entry looks. Every season, I see some girls at the red carpet of the finale looking crazy, which I don't know why, because I feel like the red carpet of the finale is not the time for you to experiment. But
That's
I feel
a
like
runway.
also
That's a challenge in its own.
right. So it is, girl, because you're being judged. When you're on Drag Race, you're being judged about everything. However, again, back to my point, I do feel like when I saw this on TV, it did look better on TV. It did look better on camera. So I don't know. What do you? It's still a regret though for me. What do you think, Edward?
Regret. Oh.
I feel like conflicted because I feel like this is when you have the most eyes on you. So it's like, yeah, you want it to be perfect, but then it's also so early in your career where it's like, fuck it, have fun and do whatever you want to do with it.
Yeah.
And then when I consider the other looks that she presents later on, I'm like, you did that. You did that shit.
I like the thought process.
Getting there.
Moving forward, let's get into Mistress look. I thought this was definitely one of the top of these entry looks. Mistress looks snatched ganache. Like she looks put together. Like this look.
That fabric.
This is what what's her name? What's her name? Help me. Season 13. Season 13. Look at the hair and look at the color scheme. Season 13. Look at the hair and look at the color scheme. Red, season 13. Who was wearing red all the time on season 13?
Was she a finalist?
Red and orange. No, she wasn't a finalist. Red and orange all the time.
Tina Burner.
Tina Burner.
Tina Burner. This
That's
is what
she
Tina
looks like.
Yeah, this is what Tina Burner thinks she looks like when she puts on a gown. Like, I am sorry. This looks good. This was high drag. This looked expensive. And
wet too. The way the fabric it just looked wet. I feel like I already knew. This is my favorite of the top four to begin with. I feel like she looks ready. Like that when I looked at her, like she looked put together. She looked great. She looked high drag. She looked phenomenal. Like the hair was giving me like kind of like a Ginger Minch look because we're also not used to her wearing the red and the orange and the auburn hair, which I kind of like we're. I think Lux took a risk and it didn't pay off in my opinion. I feel like she took a risk with like a different hair color and I just think she looks fucking amazing. The mug is fucking stamped. Marsha could never. Like I feel, and the body, like that bitch, I don't want to say finally a big girl got it right because that's shady, but finally a big girl got it right. No shade. Shade. I don't give a fuck. Take that shade.
No, honestly, no. You're so right about this entire look. Edward, did you like it?
Bitch, I loved it. I love the fucking fabric. I love the way it shines like in the photo. Her fucking body, her silhouette, the hair, the makeup, the fucking pose. When I saw it, my mind went immediately to like, oh yeah, top two. Immediately. I was like, she got it. She got it.
No, it was definitely, and I feel like this is what you're supposed to bring to a finale. Like you're supposed to look regal, you're supposed to look big and grand. And I feel like Mistress, it checked all the boxes.
She knew the assignment.
She knew the assignment for sure. Now let's get into Sasha's look. Wow. Just wow. And when she walked on that runway,
she knew she was going to win.
And she tapped that umbrella twice. We were paying attention.
Hello.
The girls were gagged.
Focused.
Tense across the board, Sasha. You knew that already, though.
So did they all like wear red and just not tell Lux? Were they like, hey, Lux, like...
She tweeted, she didn't get the red memo.
Right. Like, that's actually so funny. I just noticed that.
It's
I think she was fucking amazing.
What you said, Edward?
It's so on brand. Like if they had a group chat, they're like, everyone wear red. She's like,
right.
I'm gonna wear pink.
No, it was
coral.
It was really good. I really liked how Sasha's. It just looked regal. It looked expensive. It looked mysterious. It looked like everything she represents. I feel like it was a great look to be on the runway. It was a great look to enter with. And yeah, I feel like sometimes
amazing.
Analyzing Sasha, sometimes it doesn't even make sense because it's like she's amazing. So it's like next,
well,
like, you know what?
My mind was immediately thinking when I saw this photo too was how different. Okay. Thinking of Sasha Colby, Carrie Colby in the workroom, Sasha Colby in the workroom, the way they presented themselves, and then differentiating them on stage in drag. It's like looking at Sasha on this runway, she's presenting drag, but she's still like fully in her own identity, but it's still like the way she elevates it the drag. It's just it's not so much more like
woman.
Yeah,
I look at it like this. I look at like controversial. Not I'm gonna fuck. I feel like when Carrie was presenting herself in drag, no shade, I didn't get drag queen. I got like a drag, like a trans woman doing drag. When I look at Sasha, I see like a trans woman. Then I see her fully evolving into a whole different persona. I feel like Carrie kept the same persona going back and forth in and out when she was drag. I never really knew when she was in drag. But with Sasha, there was a clear indication, like her workroom presence, like you're saying, Edward, and then even like how she was dressing. And then when that bitch is in drag, she looks like a fucking. She's not a drag queen. She's a queen of drag when she's in drag. Like she is in fucking drag.
No, I agree with you, Kevin. I think that, I mean, I can't speak for anybody that's trans because I'm not a trans person, but I feel like, you know, sometimes this is just from life experience. When we're experiencing new things, we might not be the best at them in that moment. And I feel like sometimes it could be a little bit difficult when you go to Drag Race and you're also like newly transitioning or, you know, in the verge of doing something like that or thinking about something like that, because while I can assume that while you are in drag, you feel your most women. And I feel like that can also translate differently because now you're starting to express yourself differently out of drag. So what does, and I feel like some trans queens have also touched on this in the sense of like, I need to figure out who I am out of drag as a trans woman and who I am in drag as a trans woman. And I feel like sometimes some of our trans queens that have done an amazing job on Drag Race sometimes fall short because they might not have that all 100% realized, and that's how it comes up to me as a viewer. Of course, I don't know what the fuck is going on in their head.
No, I wouldn't say so much realized, but it adds into their challenge. Like it's not just a competition show; it's like that pressure plus their reality of life happening all like at once.
Yeah, and I mean, like Sasha definitely wrote like a masterclass in, you know, how to be a trans woman and do Drag Race. And I feel like for all the trans women that are looking, that are watching Drag Race and that are thinking of one day, you know, because they also do drag, are thinking of one day of getting into Drag Race. I feel like looking at Sasha's performance and Sasha's entire journey through Drag Race and seeing her out of drag and seeing her in drag and her transformations, those things needs to be studied for sure if you're trying to join the show, because there's a difference in you presenting women and in you presenting drag. And I think that's not controversial to say because there's a fucking reason why they changed America's Next made the best woman win to made the best drag queen win, because they're not presenting women. This is not
like a female impersonation.
Yeah, this is not drag is female impersonating, but in the sense of like, this is not a Miss America pageant. This is not who is the most beautiful woman. This is who is the best drag queen. So I feel like, you know, I know that we can get like a little like shook to talk about transness and stuff like that, but we're not coming from hate, and it's just how it comes off, you know, from on the TV. I feel like the level of drag needs to be a little amped up. But again, I said what I said.
Like you're on the biggest stage of the world. I don't want to see no fucking bra and panties.
Yeah, like that's just civilian. That's not drag. That looks good.
I see that at Willowbrook Mall. If I want to see that shit, I'd go to work.
Right. I mean, Willow did gag the girls with that little look in the beginning and then won the whole season. So you just never know, Chair.
I just also real quick, I love don't shade. I love that Sasha, like even this when I saw this outfit, it just really reminded me like that bitch, like she's not just a gown bitch, she's not just a body bitch. Like obviously her body was referenced because her body is fucking slamming, but like each runway that she presented was also so very different in its own, which I kind of like. Because when my first expectation of Sasha was like, oh, she's continental, she's gonna be very gown, very regal, very pageant. But like that outfit when she was the fucking broomstick, then she fucking shows by, then she's like streetwear, then she's like avant-garde. Like I love that, like she's a full, well-rounded like trans drag queen. Like she is just eclectic.
No, she's truly, she again wrote a masterclass that needs to be studied. Let's get into the next segment. Says Shay away or Shantae you stay. Okay, so we saw 4 final performances from the queens, and you know the final performances are always big, highly produced, amazing performances. I wanted to take a look at them back and, you know, just review what the girls were giving child, because honestly. Okay, so let's start with Anitra, and she performs her song Lotus.
ready, 'cause right now is my moment. I'm ready, 'cause right now is my time.
I just feel like off the bat, like she definitely needs more.
But this is also the second cut, so I give it to her.
What do you mean the second cut? Like this is after she filmed it once?
So the first time she filmed it, a dancer broke his leg. So this is the second version. They stopped filming for an entire hour. So
No way.
Yes, the first round she was doing more flips than all this. A dancer broke his entire leg, so they redid it and choreography. So she looks like, and all the reactions are from her first performance.
Got it.
Like, but that's cunt. Like she redid and choreographed this at the finale.
Well, that makes sense why she made it to the top.
Hello. I think it was good. Like, again, watching it as a viewer, knowing what happened, you could see it in her face. Like, if this was the first, like, I feel like she just looked like she wasn't giving 100%. Again, I still think she was fucking amazing.
Contradictive. As a viewer, we didn't see that no one broke their leg. You got that shit off Reddit, and I don't know if I believe it.
Bitch, it's Oliver. It's literally everyone knows that the viewing. 1, 2. Thank you.
Set on it. Well, regardless, it was what it was. It was cute.
It was a meh performance. I'm gonna give her that. Like what I saw was I wasn't gagging, but like I also know the backstory of like that someone broke their leg and they had to reshoot it. Someone literally said TikTok that when at the viewing, the person broke their leg and then they stopped the whole entire thing for an hour, and then Michelle Carson were going around the seats talking to people. Can you imagine? I'm like, hey Michelle.
I would have been gagging. I would have been definitely gagging. I'm like, hey girl, what's up? Let's cut up real quick. I'm from Jersey too.
Follow the talk. Shout us out, please. Do our outro.
I definitely from a 1 to a 10, I definitely give this performance a 7. I think that
7.
it was definitely needing more energy. Also, am I wrong, or did the season 14 girls have way more props on stage? I feel like this stage was way too empty. Like, for it to just be dancing numbers, I feel like there should have been more.
Diabetti came out as a moth. Diabetti was a full-on fucking moth.
Literally, that had like flopping wings and turned into a dragon at the end. Like, Willow Pill had 3 faces, one on her coochie, and a bunch of people. Like, Lady Camden did I just feel like it was just a little bit. Also, Angeria was flying around. Like, I just needed more. I just needed way more. Anitra, this was great dancing wise, and the steps were cute, but I just needed more.
I agree 100%.
I like the beat.
It's a good song. I like this. I'm listening to all the songs I know while I'm driving, and I'm fucking living.
Well, let's get into Lux Noir London's performance next.
Her face is so beat. It's so transformed. No ads.
It's that YouTube Premium, baby.
Oh, I know. I'm on it.
Not for long.
But the thing they got in common.
This little hop thing, I was gagging for.
Bitch, quit asking. It's giving fashion.
Bitch, they lost it.
No, I was gagging. Also, when we were watching this, I remember some of my friends were saying that this should have been the number that Anitra should have performed. But I feel like this was very Lux.
Like they do in London. I can
No, Lux ate it up. And she got grip in those heels now.
Like they do in Milan. And the thing we got in common.
This little part is my favorite part.
And the thing we've got in common gagged me. I said.
The girls were gagged for sure.
No, the guy lost it. And then the whoop, bop, boop, boop, boop. Round and round.
And it was giving body too.
bitch ate Paris.
This is a stumble. She gets stuck.
It's okay. Some of the best of them get stuck.
Stuck in your head, rent free.
You already know, baby. Period. I mean, it was giving. No.
Ate that. That was fire.
Like, was she not giving?
I don't know.
She ate.
It's a 6. It's a 6 out of 10.
Not the 6 out of 10 shit.
That's my opinion.
Bitches be saying whatever.
No, I think that this was. I think that this what a solid what?
Since I have solid 8.9, like.
Girl.
Yeah, this was definitely like a solid 8.5, almost 9 for me. I think that I really love that little that and that like that was cute.
Fuck that. Maybe 10s. Like it was good. She had arm work. She had a little beep. She had a little quick reveal. She did a little duck walk. She did a little uplift spin around. Like it was giving.
Wellington, you're right though.
Okay, I'm gonna give it an 8.9. I'm gonna take to my 8.9. I'm gonna give it because I don't know who gonna get my 10. I only give it 1 10 tonight.
What you said, Kevin?
It did like. I feel like well, obviously besides one performance, I feel like it just looks awkward. Even like Anitra's, like it's such a big stage, and there's like 4 performers and 1 person.
And no problem.
I feel like it just looks awkward. I feel like they're obviously besides one performer who ate it, they're all kind of in the same one spot. Even with Anitra, they're not really moving around. So I feel like with the other like performance, like I'm gonna relate it back to last season. Them bitches were scaling the front, scaling the back. Like they were just. I don't know. Was it a different like stage? Like I don't know. Like I was just they all look kind of empty to me. I mean, this is a 6 out of 10.
It's giving fashion.
It's giving empty.
It's giving fashion. Okay, so now let's get into Mistress Isabel Brooks.
She ate. I don't give a fuck. Eureka O'Hara.
Delusion.
I can't hear.
I will say though, she's not the best lip syncer.
I can't hear it.
Ooh.
Run it back.
It looks better without the sound.
Hey, are you crazy? The song is amazing, but she's still eating.
Those titties are tired though. I know they smell and I know she don't clean them because she uses those titties for everything. Quick drag it all.
Munching on her dick right now.
Oh, I love her. I think this is the second best performance. I'm not munching.
Wait, you guys can't hear the song?
No.
You guys are just saying
empty.
this?
No, we said it from the beginning.
It's
and the
okay.
reveal was cute.
It's in my recently added.
The fact that they lifted her fat ass, those performers were paid overtime.
They got put an extra check for that one.
She's not big. She said her heart goes out to the big girls.
She's also not the best dancer. Like
she is serving what she got to do. Like what you want her to do? Backpack?
Okay,
that was fun.
Edward, like I'm sorry, but you're very quick to call out when some girl doesn't hit it on the nail. You know she's not a great dancer.
Hello.
Oh no,
Eureka O'Hara is a great dancer. It has nothing to do with weight.
I feel like we literally saw an entire episode of her being painted as not a good dancer. So like we already knew this. Like,
and I'm here to talk about it.
Nothing new.
But I mean, it is what it is, girl. The girl wasn't giving dance moves. She
gave. That's what I'm saying. Like in her, when sometimes you gotta rate bitches givingness in the level of that they're giving. You know what I mean? It's like you like a 10% kind of give bitch. Like your average is 10%. Like you give whatever.
They're on this all on the same stage. I'm gonna give them all the same 1 out of 10 as we are. Because we always talk on this podcast that we can't be giving bitches passes and like how y'all on me for giving Anitra a pass and not Selena. No, they're on the same fucking stage going for the same crown. She could have done more. I don't give a fuck how big you are or what
Pitches
you're
is slow,
getting.
so I'll give him a pass. Okay.
Like, she gave me a nice, solid, beautiful 6. Done.
I mean, I thought
Bitch, she was lifted in the air. That's my 10.
No, I give the dancers a 10, her a 6.
No, the dancers definitely was giving like more than than I thought they were going to give. Like that lift, I said, yes, girl, lift her up, honey. You can do more than that. I know that for a
She held
fact.
her weight. I know she held her weight. She said-
And
she
now
said-
for the fucking.
And now,
I know it was in alphabetical order, but they really be saving the best for last. Like they really, they know what the girls are looking for.
they really do, and I just want to say, just wow.
What my name?
This is what it is to do drag.
Sasha's confessional, like her like little interview look, that's the moment I knew she won. When she had the white blazer and the hair laid to the
Oh,
side.
girl, she was giving royal, girl.
It was dipped and
She was-
dyed to the nice spot.
She was giving the house boots down, honey.
Ah, this is everything right here.
I knew she
Look at this
won
cute
the moment
ass.
she came out as a fucking snake.
First of all, goddess.
Ah,
Godees. Godees. Godees.
Yeah, sing it for us, 'cause we can't hear.
Godees. Pat, pat, kitty cat, kitty cat, kitty cat, kitty cat.
But look at her
First of
taking control of the entire stage.
Of the entire, and then it's like, you know, her presence on stage is undeniable. Like, I'm not thinking about like,
how
oh,
big
the stage looks
is.
empty.
Yeah,
I'm not thinking about like the stage looks empty. She's lit. First of all, this Medusa moment is everything.
like with the other girls, I had time to look at the backdrops and everything. I remember watching this and I was like captivated by everything she does.
no, legitimately, like I was looking at her so hard the entire time. It was really hard to take my eyes off her. Like simple.
Yeah, you
She
can
ate
tell.
that
Like
It's like
she,
I
she's
think-
been practicing this for years.
for years. And she gave herself one thing about Sasha that I like is that through all her performances, you're gonna see certain little moves and certain little emotes that we've seen before. And I feel like that makes me feel like, okay, she's thinking about shit. This is her brand. She carries her brand even in her choreography, which is dope. She's truly 10 out of 10.
oh, this
Like
before
she-
you even finish it, this is a 10. This is the best performance for a reason.
No, this was definitely 10 out of 10.
Oh, I wish I
Um,
could have heard the music to that again. Or
Girl,
even-
stand up. You're on camera. You're gonna make it harder for me to cut clips later. Come on now.
experiencing that.
And
like,
wake the fuck up. Stop getting so high before you start shooting.
all right, suck my dick from the back, bitch. Like, let me rap.
No, because I over here see you. Whenever I see you stretching, I know you high as hell.
And what about it?
Anyway, Sasha Colby looked fucking amazing and she killed it.
You
And
sleeping.
for me, it's a 10 out of 10.
Bitch, and what
I
about
love
it?
everything.
And what about it? Yaya beat his ass afterwards.
No,
And that was to
suck
our
my
production
dick
manager that's
back.
currently listening. Getting on my
Next.
fucking nerves.
Anyways,
You trying to fight?
Bitch, you don't want it with me.
Girl, bye. Nobody does. That's the gag.
Exactly. Exactly. Like,
Bitch, what? What do you think about Sasha's performance? You said one word.
we didn't even hear it.
You were rudely speaking over me. It was great.
We have to,
That's
unless
great.
there's radio silence.
Mm-hmm. In your brain.
Okay, that was all the performances. Which one was your favorite? I don't even want to ask that question. Like, come on.
Girl, who's our least favorite? Who's the least favorite? 'Cause
Okay,
that's
let's
another
say this.
question.
Who gets the chop out of all of these? Who gets the chop? And I'm gonna be honest. With me, I thought Anitra gets the chop, and I thought Mistress gets the chop. I think that out of these 4 performances, Lux and Sasha did the best. If I'm being honest, I feel like they were the ones that commanded the room the best, and they were the ones that the crowd gagged the most for.
Watching it again, I can honestly say I think that I agree. I did say before Mistress and Sasha, but now looking back at it, I would say Lux kind of ate that shit the fuck up. And obviously Sasha's a no-brainer. Like literally a no fucking brainer. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, I
like
agree.
watching her past performances like on YouTube, like I kind of expected something fucking crazy. She's on fucking nightgowns with Sasha Velour. That bitch knows.
No, for real.
Like anyways.
Are you getting in, Edward?
Oh, I said I agree.
Oh. Okay, well, let's get into segment 3. Did you see that? This segment, I really just wanted to talk about random shit that we saw from the finale. If anybody really had anything from the finale that they wanted to bring up. Some of the things that I definitely wanted to know was, first of all, did you guys see that little cunt corner of Kylie, Sonique, Carrie Colby, Simone, Gigi Good? That's really
That's us at
like
Boxers.
every time the camera panned to that little corner, they looked so cunt. Like the bad bitches.
Carrie
Like,
looked amazing.
Carrie looked
Like-
really beautiful. Kylie looked really, really gorgeous. It was giving
I
winner.
swear Simone was
And-
JT.
No, literally. You know, like when you go to your high school. You know when you go to your high school pep rally and then it's like all the cool people are on one spot? I feel like that's who they were. Like they were like the cool girls out of the group and they were all sitting pretty. No, it was giving cute. I really loved it. And
Simone was JT. I'm crying.
Carrie got more camera time at this finale than she did at her own season's finale.
Work.
Like for real, they were definitely giving cute. I also definitely wanted to talk about how Drag Race is evolving in our eyes. The fact that we saw Bob Mackie get a segment of appreciation and then got a lifetime award. I
Yeah.
remember I was with Raymond and we were
That's
like
pretty dope.
legitimately like, yo, like this is legitimate huge. Like a lifetime award. Drag Race is giving away a lifetime award at the finale. I feel like Rue always creates new things to bring into the show, and I feel like now we look
This is
forward
correct.
we look forward to a lifetime award every year. Now we can think about like next year when we're recapping season 16, we can, who do you think is going to get the lifetime award this year? I feel like that was definitely a great addition, and I see
Who do you
the
think
Drag
is
Race
going to get it next year? Like, who could you see getting it next year?
I feel like they should give it to Michelle Visage.
I think Amethyst should get it. I think she's very deserving, and she inspired Edward. That's Edward's drag bomb. Because if she could do it, so can Edward.
Yo, for real, Edward, who do you think
Not
should get the
on the
lifetime achievement? Who do you think should get the lifetime achievement award?
Janet Jackson.
Okay, I guess Nicki
Why
Minaj,
not?
like Cher.
Like I feel
Jack-
like it should like Bob Mackie inspired
Can
their
you give me a
dresses.
Janet Jackson song? Can you give me a Janet Jackson song?
Feedback.
That is-
Feedback. You're welcome.
Exactly. That's exactly the one I was going for.
Y'all
Well,
fake gay.
what-
Like y'all fake
one-
gay.
First of all, Janet Jackson does not define my gayness. That's one. Two, I wasn't even in this country. Anyways, I wasn't even in this country when she was popping. So,
And she's doing a tour right now.
I heard, yeah, good
Go
for
ahead.
her. I really hope that she's doing well. Listen, whenever you see one of those old stars coming out, it's because the rent is due and the bills need to get paid. So go ahead on your little tour and get your coin, Janet. I'm here for it. Also, another new thing that we saw at this finale was Jinx Monsoon's performance.
Oh,
A
beautiful.
fucking, and Rue gave her flowers. Rue was like, I'm
Her
so like,
flowers.
she was
her
like, you're
flowers.
amazing.
Before we get into it, let's watch.
Bring this number to
Roxy crying in a corner right now. Roxy is mad.
As a winner, winning All-Star 7, Queens of all queens, I remember thinking, is this all we're gonna get? Just, a good, cute little crowning and a lot of money? Then Rue gives her moment at the finale by being the queen of all queens. I feel like this just worked. Also, I didn't know she could sing this well.
Oh, she can sing, girl.
Like, I didn't know she, I mean,
Angles.
and she's tight. That corset is tight. Yes, mama, give us waist and give us body.
I can't believe we live in a world right now like that Jinx,
Mhm.
and Sasha are both winners. Like the
Mhm.
world is just on a great tilt that we have Jinx and Sasha. So
No,
correct.
legitimately. I
And
was
then
saying
James
like
Mansfield.
we literally, for the first time ever, we could not be beggars cannot be choosy. Like Nicki Minaj said on that lyric, beggars cannot be choosy, and we really cannot, be remiss to say the fact that we got two winners that we love and we rooted for from the beginning of the season on Drag Race. When was the last time that Rue crowned someone that we thought was deserving? You know, Jinx.
Aquaria.
Like Aquaria.
That's it.
Like I really feel like with the crowning of Jinx, with the crowning of Sasha, Drag Race is coming back to form. Drag Race is coming back to what it once was, and I'm super happy that they give Jinx this moment. Jinx is like, with that title, Queen of All Queens, it needs more, and I'm glad that she got this moment. And like you said, Kevin, Rue gave her flowers. Rue was so proud, and
Roxy
yeah.
mad as hell right now. Roxy in Alaska somewhere bitter as hell crying. Like,
well,
and we
Alaska's
both-
in the Hall of Fame too, so she don't care.
She didn't deserve it. No shade.
No, Alaska came crazy in that All-Star season, but we're not gonna get into that.
So
No,
next season.
Jinx was really amazing. I really love that. Well, the time has come for, the last thing. The girls ate it up or not?
Oh my god, like watching this gives me it.
Like, this is the last thing. This is the last performance. Top two, we have Sasha and we have Anitra battling for the crown.
Those boots are terrible, Anitra.
I just don't like that they're white. Look at Sasha. She looks so good. Oh my god. She looks regal.
Continental.
Also, when I first saw Sasha in this, and then I saw Anitra in her number, I feel like Anitra should have given us more. Because I think there was a virtual.
Is there a version of just Sasha? I need that right now.
At this point, I lost it. When she pulled that all the way up, I was like, no way.
No, literally, I'm like, this is the point where I was like, oh, this is Sasha's true form.
Oh my god.
Anitra, keep up. Anitra, keep up. Oh my
It's fire with the hair.
She said this is not stiff and this can get detangled.
This part gagged. I love this. I don't give a fuck.
No, this was iconic.
That was
Anitra
a
ate
moment.
this. Anitra ate
That
that for
moment,
sure.
I thought it
I
should be
was like,
her.
oh,
When Sasha got on the coat, when Sasha got on her coat like that, she was giving cunt in person. Like, she turned into the word cunt.
Sasha won that.
and then Nietzsche
Laying
ended
on a
that
couch.
really good too.
Like you just got beat by a bitch that was laying on a couch. Like,
Wow.
yo, Sasha. I
Wow.
remember like watching this with my housemate, like literally like crying. Like Sasha's
No.
stage presence is fucking elite.
Undeniable.
No,
Undeniable.
I don't think I've met I'll say this on this tuck today. I don't think anyone can outperform her. Any drag queen that's ever hit RuPaul's Drag Race. No one has the presence like Sasha Colby. And I would like for a debate in the comments section. Who do y'all think that could go toe to toe with her? There's not one queen, and I will disagree with whoever you say.
Well, let us know.
Who? Who?
Actually, I have a queen. I have a
I'm
queen.
a-
Don't you ever talk about Serena Chacha like that. Don't you
And then
ever
for
do
Serena,
that. Don't you ever. You
That
know
was a week
Serena
by
Chacha will
Serena.
give you a performance.
oh my god, like watching that, like even like rewatching it again, like
Yeah.
I'm
gives me
happy to be
goosebumps.
gay. I love being gay. Like watching the show, like our culture is fucking amazing. Our culture is fucking unattainable. Like it's just
I get that feeling every Friday when I watch Drag Race. I always think, oh my God, this show is changing the world. Like, everybody should be seeing this. This should be taught in middle schools across America. Like, seriously, like, this show is truly life changing. And what it does to a gay person, to a LGBTQ person, to a trans person, like, what this show means to our community is just incredible. And
It's more than just a lip
this-
sync. It's literally a culture. Like, it literally, like, it's redefining. I feel like even with me, like, me learning to be more femme presenting and me being more happy with that, like, I feel like that's definitely influenced by Drag Race.
Mhm.
Like, watching Drag Race, like,
yeah.
me looking at myself fucking years ago, I'd never like, oh, that faggot's wearing a fucking crop top and booty shorts to boxers. Now I'm in my fucking wearing.
Now you're that faggot.
Now I'm that faggot wearing acrylics, lash extensions. Yeah, like,
You
done.
never saw it? You said more.
Bitch, I was giving Butch boot trade. Don't play.
Now you're giving Butch Queen, Butch Lesbian. Check.
Where?
I was Butch.
Check. I remember when Kevin sent that picture in the group chat of him and his prom day. He was like, "Guys, I was giving straight." I'm like, "Who's the prom queen?" Because I cannot tell.
Bitch, I was.
Even in your Butch mass moments, you can never. I'm sorry.
Bitch, I had a full on suit
It's the
on
art.
but acrylics. Hiding them like this. Like just a
No,
little
but
bit of
for real,
foundation.
no, but for real, Sasha was truly ate that.
Legendary.
I mean, by now, if you don't know this, Sasha Colby was crowned the winner of season 15 of RuPaul's Drag Race, making it the first time a drag queen has entered the competition and won. So this was, did I say a drag queen?
Yeah, you did. I was
But I
I'm
was going
sorry.
with it. I'm like, yes.
No, and y'all all fake. Y'all literally all fake for letting me talk. Anyways, this was the first time that a trans woman has entered the competition and won in its entirety. Shout out to Sasha Colby.
An
I
actual
think,
season though. An actual season.
yeah, like an American season. I meant. I think that Sasha Colby is going to be an amazing queen. I think she's going to be an amazing, representation of what the RuPaul's Drag Race brand is. I feel like her crowning comes at a moment that, our community needs it the most. We needed someone that was going to represent this community in a way higher scale than ever. With drag being banned in some states, with LGBTQ community being targeted and criminalized, and so much violence ramping across the United States to our community. I feel like this crowning of Sasha, again, the world is healing, and I feel like she is the best representation to Drag Race. What do you guys think?
Oh no, but this is what a winner looks like. She's your favorite drag queen's favorite drag queen for a fucking reason. Like,
Yeah.
even the moment I watched her walk in, obviously I claimed other favorites, but I still fucking knew that, like, imagine walking into Drag Race, you're on your highest amount of oats, you're feeling yourself, and then that bitch walks in behind you. Like, you might as well check out. Like, she is amazing.
You said
Like,
log off.
Predecessor of fucking. I love Willow. Referencing Willow, I think Willow looked amazing coming in and
Yeah.
hitting the crown to her. But again, like, this is shady, but I don't give a fuck. Now we have a winner of RuPaul's Drag Race, because obviously Willow has been kind of absent, and that's definitely because of mental health, and I get that, and she kind of took a step back. But we have a winner of RuPaul's Drag Race now. Now I'm like proud to say, like, yo, Sasha is our winner. She's my winner. Like.
And also, like, I see Sasha being sent into Congress. I see Sasha being sent into rooms where laws are being passed on our communities, where things are being changed, where
11/11.
11/11, Sasha changed the world, where advocacy, is being created for our community. Like, she takes this role and her significance in our culture so serious. And I really see her being a champion of gay rights. And yeah, say gay rights. Period. Well, also another, crowning that happened at this finale was the crowning of season 15's Miss Congeniality. And Edward, who won?
Malaysia, baby doll, 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 baby doll. Fox.
That's the most you said this entire podcast.
You're welcome. the most valuable part.
I disagree because that bitch did not deserve to win, and I'm calling it a spade now. I get.
So who do you think deserved to win?
I'm gonna get there. I think I get it because now it's more like the Queen's vote, so it's who they see as congenial. But again, like I'm a viewer, so I want to know like who I believe is gonna be Miss Congenial. Fuck what them bitches say. I could have saw it being someone like Spice.
But they're not being congenial with you. So how do you know what happened in the competition?
Because I'm on Reddit. The fuck. I thought
that Reddit
Spice.
shit is gonna kill you. Wait, you thought it was gonna be Ice and Spice? Not Ice and Spice.
I thought it was gonna be Sugar.
Spicy Sugar.
Stream Princess Diana remix.
It's our production manager Yaya going in the chat talking about sugar.
Sugar. Like we're gonna get there. I thought it should have been them. They're nice. They came in nice as fuck. They were getting mad flock and mad shit from all the queens, and they were still being super nice to people. They're still being super congenial. But then I look at it, bitch. I feel like Sasha could have got it too. And been the
well, that's what I was going. That's what I was going to say. I think that when you look back at the season, Miss Congeniality is not always like who was the nicest person. It's also more of like who took that teaching role, who took that mentoring role, who lifted the queens in the workroom and brought them together. Who did the queens all have a good rapport with? And I feel like Sasha, every time the queens were discuss Sasha in Untucked or
it was never bad.
In any part, it was never bad. They always expressed the respect and the admiration that they have for Sasha. And I also feel like Sasha was the one to always be there for them and to also like, help people. So I feel like
especially now talk with Sugar and Spice, like when they were coming out about her family, you could see how she kind of came around. But I also look at it like I feel like the real Miss Congeniality should have been Selena as titties when she called Ross Matthews a faggot and told her to eat her ass at a viewing. That's my Miss Congeniality.
I actually feel like that was super disrespectful on Selena's part, and she should be lucky she was invited. She should be lucky she was invited to the finale taping. I guess there's contracts involved, so she had to be there. But I'm sorry, if I run a show, you're not disrespecting one of my judges. No, it's not happening. I'm sorry. You need to respect the brand. And you went on your little performance and you try to go crazy and say what you had to say and disrespect the brand.
But they dropped their beef. But she was wrong for that one.
She was definitely wrong, and that's what happens when you give a bitch a finger and she takes an arm. Like, calm down. This is my whole point, Selena. Calm the fuck down, for real. Damn. Anyways, moving forward. No, I definitely shout out to Malaysia Baby Doll Fox for winning Miss Congeniality. If it wasn't her, it should have been Sasha. But Sasha.
That would have been a gag. Can you imagine that she won Miss Congeniality first, and then they crowned her as the? That would have been a fucking like she. But she. That's the queen she is. That's like my overall thoughts of the season is like Sasha Cole.
Were they even on? Wait, was she even on stage?
Yes.
Like she was. I don't remember.
Cornbread was doing the rap, and then I remember looking at Lux, and Lux. This is after they
Cornbread ate that rap,
and Lux was like this. Mad as hell.
And I really love that because again, we're creating moments and we're creating new traditions. Now we can expect the Miss Congeniality to do her little dance number, explaining cute little things from the season. I thought that, that was amazing. The only thing I didn't like was Cumber's outfit. I'm sorry. That dress looked Marshall's to me. Like
and she didn't even know the words to her own rap. If you watch it back, she with her own words.
I think it was the prosthetic in her face that really made it harder for her to mouth the words. And that's why I feel like they added the subtitles because you could barely see her mouthing the words because of the prosthetic. But I feel like her dress, that little leopard number, that was from Macy's.
I don't get the whole lion thing. I get it.
That was Joan Jambalaya's dress.
I get it, but it didn't look like it. And that's the point.
And it's not enough for me to know.
She should have gave if she was gonna reference June, she should have referenced the entire look.
No, they have a chocolate bar.
Wasn't it the same dress?
No, she wore the same dress.
It was the same dress, but I'm saying like in the sense of like the entirety. For example, look at Luxe Noir London's Alaska look.
Yes.
As soon as you saw it, what do you see? You saw Alaska. You saw that it was a clear reference to Alaska's look. When I saw Cornbread, I didn't think it was June. Until she had the fan, the leaves or whatever. Yeah. It didn't give me the whole reference. So I feel like when you're referencing a queen, especially no shade, a queen that is not new and not that well known in the family, you need to do the whole look, baby. No shade.
That part.
No shade at all.
But shout out to Malaysia. She got some coin, and all of the other girls. Olay give all of the other girls $2,500.
Poppy happy
Olay.
as hell. Poppy quit drag and got home with $2,000. Like she's happy as
No,
hell.
they panned to Poppy and they panned to Jax, and they were all like, "Oh my god!" And we were all joking when we were watching, like, "Oh my god, that was Jax rant." Like he was so happy. Like he was like, "Bitch, I had to do 3 different shifts at this bar to pay my rent next week, and y'all just put it down." I love that for them. Okay, guys. Okay, so final thoughts on season 15 of RuPaul's Drag Race.
It was an experience to watch. I enjoyed it beginning to end. Actually, even in the beginning with the 40 minutes, in the long run, now it makes sense.
60.
Like, yeah, like I appreciate.
It felt like 40.
Yeah. Oh, was it 60? Yeah, it was like a cute little let's go, like keep it moving, keep it pushing. But it made sense at the end because then I'm like, all right, this is the shit, the nitty gritty shit that we wanted to see. So it was a great season. Definitely gonna win awards upon awards.
Girl, if season 14 won fucking 27 Emmys, this is gonna win 111. What do you think, Kevin?
I definitely liked it. I could definitely see the influence and the transition from MTV. I feel like we just got a heightened version of what we all know and love. I think this season will probably go down as one of my favorites. Like even from the jump, even from the first episode, no, me and you watching it in Orlando. Like I don't know if it was the Malibu Bay Breezes or if it was just me, but like it was just a different feeling watching this season from the past. Like I would say 3 or 4 seasons.
I think it was the Poppers actually.
I think it was half Poppers, half Puff Bar. I think the season was elite, but I'm also ready for the next season because no lie, when Sasha walked in, I knew she was going to win. So I'm hoping that the next season there's not such a fucking star like Sasha that it's less predictable. That's my only shade is that it was a little predictable for me, no shade. And I think this next season when Edward takes the throne, that it's going to be. Aren't we supposed to get your drag name at the end of the season of this?
Yes, we are supposed to get his drag name.
My drag name is Teresa Leches. Period. It's
you made that so special. So
the specialness you're gonna see in person. You gotta see it here. You're gonna always see it. Like it's there.
We're gonna live stream we're gonna live stream your first performance like Jada Essence Hall from her
living room.
From her living room. For real. We're gonna produce an entire performance, the Tuck exclusive, Teresa's coming out. It is gonna be live from your actually it's gonna be from your rooftop and you're gonna be serving cut.
Already on it.
Girl, you can hit that weepin with pride and you know. Oh, Puff Bar. He said not the weepin, it's the.
What flavor? What flavor you got today?
Chatting. That's why y'all was chatting. But this is the splash ice.
Can you see it? And
get ready with me to hit my Puff Bar.
No, but honestly, yeah, great, amazing season of Drag Race. I think that you know how every like 10, 15, 20, 25, like those big 5 when it comes to TV, when it comes to, you know, any type of movies or television or anything, I feel like any 15th anniversary is big and I feel like they did this right. Shout out to them. Shout out to the producers of RuPaul's Drag Race.
I almost said shout out to Zeus. Shout out to MTV. Shout out to Natalie Nunn, to Lehman Plumber. Like, shout out to y'all. Y'all killed it this season. Natalie, you ate that. Y'all got to the bag.
The girls definitely got to the bag on their tour this season. Well, make sure to follow us on Instagram and on Twitter at The Talk Podcast, where we post all of our clips from our show and where we keep you updated on everything that we're talking about. Also, make sure that you guys rate our podcast. If you're not liking it, give it a rating because at least that's something, child. But at least, you know, rate something. Let us know in the comments what you guys like, what you guys don't like. And yeah, look forward to a couple new episodes. We have some really fun episodes planned for the little break that we're getting into. We're playing the Fame Games on All Stars 8. So yeah, I'm just so excited for All Stars 8. Honestly, when that promo aired, gagged.
Serena Chacha is taking the fuck over, and y'all better get ready, viewers.
First of all, that promo of Rue, like are you ready to play the Stars game? I was like, girl,
I'm ready.
take my
I'm
money.
ready.
Take my money.
Boxers
now.
is ready. Boxers is ready.
I just hope that in the future we're able to watch Drag Race in like a full like room where we could do like meta and like we're inside, like I don't know, like they need to, RuPaul, you need to have a conversation with Meta and Facebook, because I want to watch Drag Race and be in the room with them. Like I want to be there. Like they need to figure that out.
Clip this video. Remember that.
Yeah, and when they do it, they need to run me my check, because I know you'll be listening, RuPaul. Anyways, that has been the Tina. You decide the Shay, honey.
This is.
The Talk is a production of the Reality Rundown and Rundown Media, executive produced and hosted by me, Wellington Gomez, co-hosted by Forever Raymond, Kevin Kleiner, and Edward Entertainment, and audio and engineering by Ralph Scafaro. Make sure to follow us everywhere at The Talk Podcast to stay updated on our show.